Good morning and welcome to The Balancing Act. I'm Dr. Wendy Walsh. Today, an at-home baby gender test that can allow you to predict your baby's sex as early as 10 weeks into your pregnancy. Also, a special interview with world-renowned choreographer Margo Sappington and some quick home improvement ideas for your bathroom. All this and so much more coming up next on The Balancing Act.
I'm sure you've heard old wives' tales or certain craving things that show that a woman's either carrying a baby boy or a baby girl. Can you let me know some of them?
I've heard of the one where you take a needle, like a sewing needle with a thread, and you let the thread dangle over the belly. And if it goes, I think, left to right, it's a boy, and then up and down, it's a girl. Or if you carry a lot of weight towards your back, it could be a boy as well.
For as long as women have been pregnant, women have speculated over the gender of their baby. Everything from consulting ancient Chinese charts to decoding those late-night cravings. Here to satisfy the curiousness in all of us and tell us about an accurate way to determine whether our babies are growing as a bundle of pink or blue is Rebecca Griffin, founding partner of Intelligender. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Wendy.
So we heard some of those women talking. Why is it that we always think some bodily function or craving or the stars in alignment can determine the gender of our baby?
Well, I think there's a universal natural curiosity about whether the baby is a boy or a girl. And depending on, there's speculation, the way you carry the baby, how high your bundle is or how low, how fast your hair is growing. And at Intelligender, we believe there must be a more accurate way to determine the gender of your baby.
So Intelligender is a home test that women can use as early as when?
10 weeks of pregnancy, that's 8 weeks of gestation.
And usually women have to wait till the 20-week ultrasound. That's
Correct.
amazing.
Correct.
Okay, so how does it work?
Very much like a pregnancy test. It's an in-home urine-based test, fun, affordable, colorimetric read. It turns green if you're having a boy within 10 minutes, or turns orange if you're having a girl.
And what's the accuracy like?
In laboratory testing, our results were over 90%.
Wow.
In the real world, our results have been tracking about 82%, and we believe that there's an emotional component to that the women are reading the test with their hearts instead of their minds.
They see what they want to see.
Exactly.
So they're saying, it can't be
Exactly.
right. That's not my boy or that's not my girl. Well, we have 2 women producers on our staff who are both expecting at the moment, and they put Intelligender to the test. So let's see what happened to them. Joining us now are Lauren and Gina to tell us more about their experience with Intelligender. Welcome, ladies.
Hello.
Lauren, let's start with you. So tell us, what did you think of Intelligender?
I thought it was really easy and very quick to use. So, I mean, I thought it was a great test. Plus, we really didn't want to wait till the 20th week for the ultrasound. We kind of wanted to get started early on the nursery planning. So
you ladies who can't delay gratification. That's so womanhood, isn't it? And what about you, Gina? What was your experience like?
It was really great. I mean, like Lauren and her husband, this is our first baby, and so there's just so many unknowns with pregnancy, especially your first pregnancy. I think you don't know what you should eat and what you should do, what's normal, and the test really just sort of put me at ease and took away one of those big unknowns.
Now, both of you have hit 20 weeks, so you've had your ultrasounds. You know you could verify it from another source, shall we say. Drum roll, please. Let's hear the results.
I'm having a future Balancing Act viewer.
I guess you're having a woman, but you'll start out as a girl.
And yeah, it was right. I'm having a boy.
Oh, so, fab. See, that's well balanced.
Very much so.
That's great.
Congratulations to
Thank
both of you.
you.
Isn't that fabulous?
Thank you.
So, Rebecca, I'm sure there's lots of anxious parents out there wanting to take the Intelligender test. How can they get one?
They can go to our website at intelligender.com, or they can find the test at an H-E-B store in their neighborhood. or look at our store locator to find a retailer nearest them.
Okay, so the place to go is Intelligender.com.
That's right.
Thank you so much, ladies. Up next, internationally acclaimed choreographer Margo Sappington was in town. We had a chance to sit down and talk with her. We'll bring you that interview when we come back. She has danced and choreographed her way around the world, reaching and touching the lives of millions with her bold and unique style. She is Margo Sappington, a native Texan, driven and energetic, and one of the most influential women in performing arts today. Welcome, Margo.
Thank you so much for having me.
So happy to have you here. Now, you started dancing at such an early age. How old were you?
I was 5, and actually I started dancing because of a physical problem. I was pigeon-toed, and the choice was braces on my legs or dancing, and my mother decided to put me in ballet.
Ballet was a good choice for you. When did you make it to the Joffrey Ballet?
I went to the Joffrey on his invitation. I met him when I was 14, because in those, as it still happens today, they're guest teachers who come to various conventions. He met me when I was 14, and he watched me develop and invited me when I was 17, just as I was graduating high school, to come and join his company in New York.
Wow, and for how long did you dance?
I danced, I danced in his company on Broadway until into the 70s. And then started choreographing.
You consider Oh Calcutta your break. Tell me about that.
Oh Calcutta was my first professional choreography. It was an off-Broadway show at the time. It later moved to Broadway and played until 1989, actually, in New York. It was something unique, and it gave me my entree into the choreographic world. It was a break that, you know, helped me go on.
How old were you when you first choreographed it?
I was 21.
21 years old?
21, yes, I was 21.
That's amazing. So it's obviously a show that's special to your heart because it ran for so long.
It is, and it was something that through the years sometimes would give me great distress, because I was called Margo Oh Calcutta Sappington.
Oh no.
And the first time someone said, "Didn't you choreograph that fabulous production of Gioconda?" I thought, oh my God, thank God it's over. You know, I'm no longer Margo Calcutta Sappington. I have moved on.
But such a good break for you. You know, we were talking earlier about the world of dance and dance training and how important it is, what gifts it can give a young woman.
Oh, I think it's
so important. Talk to me about it.
It's so important, and I try to encourage parents, too, of young girls who come to me and say, well, do you think she'll have a career? And I said, it doesn't matter. The thing that's important is the discipline that you learn, the focus that you learn, the physical grace that you learn, the ethic of exercise, which is so important, that you can take with you for the rest of your life. And you have to think. People think dancing and ballet is only physical. You have to think. You have to remember steps. You have to remember corrections. You have to apply the corrections. So many, many ballet dancers, when they finish their careers, usually in their early 30s, will go on to college. They become lawyers, they become doctors, they become business people, they open dancewear shops. You know, they go on because they're driven people with discipline in their life. And it's so important. They also become our audience. You know,
of course.
If they've had any dancing at all and they go and they see a beautiful ballet or show or...
You've been choreographing now for so many years. Do you still dance?
I dance in rehearsal.
You do?
I dance in rehearsal, and I dance in my business partner, Valentina Kozlova, has a school. And I do her Nutcracker, and I am Aunt Drosselmeyer. Oh. I think this coming Christmas I'll be Countess Drosselmeyer. I think I've graduated to Countess now. And it's so much fun, and everyone says, well, you're having much more fun than the kids are.
When people talk about dance as being something for the young, I bet you can argue with them, because you've had a lifetime in the dance industry, the dance arts. You disagree with that statement, right?
Yes, it's for Margot Fontaine retired from dancing at 60. You know, she was a great English ballerina, and danced into her 60s. If you take care of yourself and you are smart, you can continue, you know, well into your 40s and 50s.
Hey, I saw Baryshnikov well into his whatever, and boy, he looks great.
Now too.
He looks great.
He's great.
Now, there's something new that you've done that's a little bit of a merge of comedy and ballet with William Shatner.
Yes.
Tell me about this.
Yes. I fell in love with his CD Has Been when it came out in 2004, and I played it constantly, and I kept thinking, this would make such a great ballet. It's so different.
How did
because
you
of the
connect it with
spoken word.
ballet?
Well, the spoken word, and well, I've done quite a lot of ballets to popular music. I did billboards at the Joffrey with music by Prince, Shed Your Skin, which was in Atlanta Ballet with Indigo Girls, and they were performing live on stage. So I have an ear for that, and a penchant for using popular music in my ballets. I love this CD, and Ben Folds did the music. So it's very melodic. There's lots of music, unlike some of his previous CDs, which are really just spoken word.
Right.
And it's autobiographical, and so it was funny, it was touching. There were all kinds of gamuts of feelings that you could play with to make a piece.
And you created a ballet called?
Common People.
With the Milwaukee Ballet
With
Company?
the Milwaukee Ballet. And I called, I got his number from a friend in LA who knew his agent and so on and so forth. He called me and he said, so what's this? And I said, well, I want to do a ballet. And he said, oh my God. And he said to me, which was very, very funny, he said, finally, after we chatted for a while, he said, now, is there any money in it? And I said, oh, Bill, it's ballet. We rely on the kindness of strangers. He said, I get it, I understand. So he got so enthusiastic about it and came to see the ballet. And now it's going to be a TV special.
That's amazing.
That's coming out later this year.
Has it toured?
No, but Milwaukee is reviving it. The company will be doing it in March of 2009.
So it goes
So
from
everybody
stage,
go to Milwaukee. You come
and
to
then
Milwaukee.
we'll get to see it on the TV special if we can't travel to Milwaukee.
And you'll come to Milwaukee and see it live. Have a taste of winter in March. Come to Milwaukee.
It's funny, isn't
It's
it?
funny.
It's funny. They're dancing. It's beautiful dancing, and it's elegant,
And
but it's funny.
It's classically based. It's ballet on point with a twist.
It's wonderful merging of traditional art and more contemporary art in many ways. Yes. Margo, before we go, what are the things that still inspire you today?
What inspires me today is life and the feeling of going forward every day, doing something new every day, touching someone every day. And that's what I think in my career that I've been most blessed, is that people come back to me after seeing my pieces and say, I was touched by this, or I cried, or I laughed. That's so important, to transport someone to that place.
It's a good message for the women watching out there today, no matter how busy our juggling act is.
Yes.
To stop
Take time for yourself and do what you dream of.
That's great. Margo Sappington, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Wendy.
Many people think of bathrooms as merely functional, but there's more to the story. Ladies, when we stop on the interstate and we choose a gas station, what do we think about? The cleanliness of the restroom, of course. The same rule applies to homeowners. Your guests and prospective home buyers might attach a lot of importance to your bathroom, so you should as well. Today we are joined by Jay Buckwright. He's the Director of Marketing for Rebath. Welcome, Jay.
Thank you.
So in this real estate market, you're saying this is a good time to put money into your bathrooms. Why is that?
Well, you get two reasons. If you're trying to sell your home now, you need to differentiate your home from the one down the street. Two most important rooms, bathrooms and kitchens. A remodeling of the bathroom can absolutely make your house be more sellable than the competition down the street.
There's a lot of supply on the market and you've got to stand out.
Absolutely.
And what's the other reason?
If you're thinking about putting your home on the market, go ahead and do the remodeling now. You have access to cheap money. You can enjoy the remodel, and you're ready for when the market takes that turn back up.
And you'll be ready to jump on the market. Okay, so I understand that your company, Rebath, can give me a new bathtub and even some walls without ripping out the old stuff?
Absolutely. When you're looking at a bathroom remodeling, if you're using contractor's going to tear out the tub. He's going to harm the floors. He's going to damage the walls. The plumbing is going to get disturbed. When we come in to do a remodel, we'll actually put a new tub over your existing tub. We'll put new walls over your existing walls. We don't have to damage the wall, the floors, or the plumbing.
So obviously you check for pre-existing damage first. You're not going to seal in
absolutely.
old mold.
The very first thing we have to do is repair any damage that's there to make sure that that is in pristine condition.
Okay, now what about styles and colors?
You've got 9 different colors for tubs, 12 different colors for walls, 9 different patterns for those walls. You've got over 800 combinations you can pick from.
Wow. Now, I know this question is very important to women because I don't want to be without a bathroom for 3 weeks while I'm going through a remodel. How long does this take?
We can usually do this installation in as little as 1 day.
You're kidding. As
1
little
day.
as 1 day. So you have someone come, do the measurements, choose the product, and then it all gets installed in 1 day.
When we take those measurements, we're going to match them up to our inventory of about 1,000 tub molds. We will then thermoform a sheet of DuraBath material. It will be an exact tub mold to your tub. We can then install it directly over your tub and do the same thing with the walls.
So this is the material you use?
Absolutely.
DuraBath.
DuraBath is a non-porous material. Water will not soak into the surface. If the water can't soak into the surface, it cannot grow mold and mildew.
Right. So no leaks either?
No leaks either.
Okay, so this is good news. You're saying I should invest in my bathrooms now. And where do I go to find out more? Where can I get a bathtub in 1 day?
Go to www.rebath.com. There's even a feature there where you can design your own bathroom and look at it online in a virtual world.
So if I go to Rebath, REBATH.com, I can go on, design my magical fantasy bathroom, have one of your custom guys come out and measure it, and I can get it
Absolutely.
all installed in 1 day.
Absolutely.
Jay, thanks for being with us. This summer, protect your pet's skin too. Find out how after this break. Well, we all love our dogs and cats, and most of us try to make sure that they are the healthiest they can be. But what if your pet suffers from a skin problem like itching or shedding and, ooh yeah, odors? Well, here to tell us more about reducing and avoiding serious dog and cat skin diseases is Dr. Michael Fleck, veterinarian and founder of EpiPet, and he is joined by Lisa Drake and her friend Shayna. Welcome, guys. So you're called Doc Mike. Doc Mike, what are the most common skin diseases affecting animals?
Well, the underlying cause of almost all skin diseases is dermatitis, and it may be caused by a lot of different things. Fleas, may be caused by the environmental elements that are bad. It could be caused by a metabolic problem.
What about sunburn? Can dogs get sunburn?
Absolutely. That's an emerging trend today and an emerging awareness of the pet industry, that sunburn is more seen now in pets where it wasn't seen before.
I would understand specifically the pets that are the hair dogs that have a lot of skin showing, but you even believe that dogs with a full fur coat should have some sunscreen?
Absolutely, especially when you talk about the face, the muzzle, the chin, the ears, around the eyes. And we all forget the undercarriage. The undercarriage doesn't have much hair to it, and the skin is very thin, and the reflection of the sun off of the cement is something that can cause a lot of sunburn.
So what is the solution?
Well, after 35 years of practice and also being an esthetician, and by the way, I believe I am the only person in the world that has those credentials, what we decided we would do is we would develop a product that would stop all of those problems. And we developed a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory spray that would reduce all those itching and scratching and shedding problems. And at the same time, that would be a great alternative for using more aggressive medical treatment like cortisone, antibiotic, or it can supplement those treatments of cortisone and antibiotic for treatment for a short period of time, and then use this on an extensive basis for preventative care.
So tell me about your line of products total then. We've got the skin treatment spray.
It's a skin treatment spray, which is multifunctional, which is skin conditioner, hair conditioner, anti-itch.
Can be used every day?
Every day, should be used every day. All these products should be used on a daily basis, except for the shampoo, of course. That should be done, try not to do it any more frequently than once a month.
And you also have sunscreen.
We also have sunscreen because we have to protect them from developing skin tumors. And so we've developed the only FDA-compliant pet sunscreen in the industry.
Now, are all of these products safe and affordable?
These are all safe and affordable. Each of these products will last anywhere from 3 to 6 months, and for the treatment spray for the 3-ounce, it's at $12.95. It's $29.95 for the 16-ounce spray, $17.95 for the sunscreen, and $17.95 for the cleansing agent.
So we're not going to break the bank
Not
taking
gonna
care
break
of
the
our
bank.
animals. Lisa, tell me, how difficult is it to apply? I don't want too much more work in my life.
You know what, you can incorporate this into your evening routine, get the kids involved. You know, as a busy mom myself, I get my son involved, you know, doing it on 3 dogs a day, 5 minutes total on all 3 dogs.
So you're beginning with a good brush.
A good brush, using the double-sided application brush. You can see I use the pin side. I'm using the lavender.
Spray it on.
Now I'm flipping the brush over.
Doc Mike, while she's doing this, tell us where we can get EpiPet.
EpiPet can be purchased from our website, which is www.epi-pet.com.
EPI-PET.com. They can order all of these products for dogs and cats as well, right?
Dogs and cats, and the sunscreen is for the horses. All of these products can be used on almost every pet.
Maybe not fish.
Well, maybe not fish.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. Shayna, great to see you. You've been a lovely model. And thank you for joining us today. I'm Dr. Wendy Walsh, bringing you The Balancing Act every weekday morning on Lifetime Television. Join us tomorrow as we take a close look at the millions of opportunities available for women in the field of construction and a great meal plan that can help you achieve a perfect weight balance. We'll see you tomorrow on The Balancing Act. If you have a story idea that would help other women add balance to their daily lives, you can email it to us at comments@thebalancingact.com. Also, check our website, thebalancingact.com, for more information about our show.
Air travel for The Balancing Act provided by Southwest Airlines.